take a jump into this ocean and now set your heart free for the change into motion. We can live in peace or we can say the war is over. We will come to see, we will make a difference, I believe. We will make a difference, I believe. We will make a difference, I believe. Oh, yes. I know, I know, I know we will. Yes, I know we're gonna make a change, yeah. Yes, I know we'll make a change. We will make a difference, I know.
Pasito a paso suelta ya tu temor. Desde el corazón se vive mucho mejor. Ver a la vida cobrando su color. No le des la espalda a tu sueño, que tiene miedo de perder la razón. Solo te acorralas en tu propio rincón. Abre tu pecho, siente ya to fly. Give me love, give me love. I want to fly, want to fly. Give me love, give me love. I want to fly, want to fly. Give me love, give me love. Fly, fly. Give me love, give me love. Fly, fly. Give me love, give me love.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Good morning, everybody. Everybody stand up on your feet real quick. Just shake it off just a little bit. Everybody can just shake it off a little bit. Yeah? Taylor Swift tells us to shake it off, ow. All right, welcome, Unity. Welcome to everybody. Let's do a round of applause real quick for everybody who's joining us online, too, around the world, our live stream. And come on, we're moving forward, y'all.
When
This song is a declaration song. I'm going to invite you to sing it with us. Even if you don't know it real well, the words will be on the screen. It's really easy to sing. I am walking in the love of God. I am living in the love of God. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Help me sing now. I am walking in the love of God. I am living in the love of God. I am grateful. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Come on, sing it again. I am walking, yeah. I am walking in the love of God. I am living. I am living in the love of God. I'm so grateful. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Come on, it lifts me up. It lifts me up and makes me see. It raised me up and rescued me. Come on, I'm walking, yeah. I am walking in the love of God. I am living. I am living in the love of God. So grateful. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Come on, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so free. I am released. I am released. I am complete. Take it up. I'm walking. I am walking in the love of God. Come on, sing, I'm walking. Yes, I am. I am walking in the love of God. I am living. I am living in the love of God. So grateful. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Come on, sing, I'm living. Come on, y'all. You ready? Sing it out. Living. Whoa. I am living in the love of God. Said I'm grateful. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Come on, lift up your voice in celebration. Said I'm living. Come on now. Yes, I am walking in the love of God. I am living in the love of God. I am grateful for the love of God. Love of God. Yes, yes, yeah.
Good morning, family. Y'all do it to me every Sunday. Good morning, family. Good morning. So much better. For those who don't know, I'm Reverend Angie, and I'm here to welcome you to our celebration service. Give yourselves a hand. And I'm welcoming you on behalf of our spiritual leaders, Reverend Jon Scott and First Lady, Reverend Kerri Bell Scott. So let's give them a hand as well. Now, I would like to take the time to acknowledge our first-time visitors. Yes, we're doing a lot of clapping. Help me acknowledge our first-time visitors. We thank you for being here with us this morning. We do not ask you to stand or raise your hand, but we do ask that you visit our welcome center in the back. It is on the back, my right, your left. There's some awesome people back there. They have a wonderful gift for you, and they do ask that you fill out a Get Acquainted card. So now we're going to acknowledge our online visitors and family. Help me do that. We thank you so much for being with us this morning. If you do not mind, we ask that you check in the comment section and let us know where you're joining us from. Now it's fellowship time. Yay! We ask that if you don't mind, get up out of your seats, visit your neighbors, say hello, welcome them, greet them, and join in the welcome song.
Come on, sing now, say, you are welcome here. In this place, your love surrounds you and feels it. Fill this place, every heart and soul, yeah, yeah. In this place, let's take it up. Come on. You are welcome here. Take it up, take it up. You are welcome here. Oh, in this place. Let love surround you and fills this place. I love this right here. Every heart and soul. Yeah, is in this place. We're gonna take it up again. Come on. All right.
Now we're going to welcome Daniel with our announcements.
Can you hear me now? There we go. All right. Let's get into it. Our Sunday announcements. Wednesday meditation with Reiki is held here at 6 p.m. every week. This week is led by Don Cooper. Prayer chaplain for the week, or today, is going to be Reverend Alara. She is wearing a pink stole and is available to pray with you after service. Spirit Expressing 2026 book study starts on September 6th. We will be reading Becoming the New Human by Jon Scott. Paperback books and workbooks were delayed due to shipping, but they will be here Sunday, August 30th. Or you can order them on Amazon now if you'd like. If you're interested in participating, we have 2 more weeks of participation signups with the group host. Please see Barbara in the lobby for more information. Qigong Meditative Movement class is held every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. in the sanctuary. A love donation of $10 is asked. Please sign up with Reverend Lara in the lobby. Join us for the Bridge to Becoming a Spirit Expressing Gala on Friday, October 30th, 7 p.m. at Eckerd College in the Fox Hall. Delicious cuisine, interactive stations, DJ tunes, and a silent auction, and much more. Tickets are now available and on sale for $30 for general admission and $45 for VIP admission. See Ronnie to purchase tickets. Gala sponsors. There are 4 sponsor options for you to choose from. Please see Ronnie in the lobby for more information and how to sign up. A big part of our gala is the silent auction fundraiser. We are asking donations like gift certificates, gift baskets, and services, and more. Mark your calendar for the Love Fest 2026 on Friday, September 25th at 7 p.m. Join us in an inspiring night of music, spoken word, poetry, and dance. This celebrates the transformational power of love. Join us as we unite, awaken, and transform ourselves through the magic of music and art. Thank you all.
When the night gets heavy, when fear gets loud, we don't lose our praise now. We rise up strong and proud. They try to dim the fire, but love is burning brighter. When they turn the darkness up, we turn the light up more. When hatred gets loud, we turn the love up more. Joy is our revolution.
Yeah. Turn the light up, y'all. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, turn the light up. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Come on, Katie. Tell us now. Well, you guys are stuck with me leading the meditation today, so I'm going to lead the meditation. Bless it. Take a moment, though, if you would, seriously, and just maybe allow your body to sort of shift. We've been moving for the last few minutes. Since the service began, we've been moving. So now bring the focus a little bit into settling into your seat, really settling your body down for just a few moments intentionally. Taking a moment now to notice, really notice the connection between your body and the surface beneath you. Just arrive here now. There's nothing to fix, nothing in particular to do, nowhere to be, just present. And as you begin to settle, you may notice that the mind begins to speak, sometimes even louder as we settle. Don't try to fight it. The mind always has something to say. Just like the lungs breathe and the heart beats, the mind speaks. Let it. Be present with it now and notice it. But recognize that you do not have to follow the mind's story. So let your feet rest comfortably on the floor, or if you're sitting in a different position, just allow your body to rest fully on the surface beneath you. Allow your hands to relax. And if it feels right, gently closing your eyes, slow, deep breath in, and release it. And again, breathe in, and let it go. Bring your awareness to the space around your eyes for just a moment. Notice whether there's any tension there or any tension in the forehead, any tightness in the jaw. And let your eyes, your forehead, and your face muscles just rest now. And let your whole body receive this message for these next few moments. I do not have to strain to see. Even nature agrees. Taking this moment now as you're relaxing to imagine yourself standing before a window. And on the other side of the glass is your life, your relationships, your hopes, your questions, your history, everything you've been carrying. But as you look through this window, you notice the glass is not entirely clear. There are some fingerprints left by old experiences. Maybe some smudges that have been left by disappointment or shadows formed by things people told you about yourself. And somewhere along the way, maybe fear has left its mark. Maybe an old wound has clouded one of the corners. Someone else's opinion settled over another. None of this makes you broken. It simply means you're human. You've learned to see through the experiences that shaped you. Some of those ways of seeing protected you then. Some have helped you survive. And for that, offer them some gratitude. But also allow yourself to know that you do not have to keep looking through a lens that no longer tells the whole truth. Receive a gentle breath in and let it go. And imagine placing your hand against the glass. And with tenderness, begin wiping away what no longer belongs between you and your life. You're not erasing your past. You're not pretending that you were never hurt. Now you're simply making room for a clearer view. Now bring into mind something that you've maybe been struggling to see clearly. Maybe it's a relationship, a decision, a disappointment. Or maybe it's a way of seeing yourself. You don't have to force an answer, just hold it gently in your awareness and quietly ask, what lens have I been looking through? Is fear speaking? Is this an old story? Am I seeing what's actually happening now or what happened once before? Whatever comes, meet it with kindness, not judgment, not urgency, just honest awareness. And maybe say inwardly, I can honor what happened without giving it permission to continue controlling my eyesight. Now imagine, if you will, that you're holding a pair of glasses, and these glasses represent the opinions, the expectations, or the judgments that you've inherited from someone else. Maybe a parent or an old religious teaching. Could be a former partner. Notice what it feels like to realize that these were never your eyes. These were lenses handed to you. And when you're ready, gently remove those glasses and set them down. You don't have to argue with them. You don't need to destroy them. You can simply place them on a table in front of you and let them go. Receive another slow breath in. And exhale. Now once again, notice your breath. Feel your body against the surface beneath you. Start to bring your awareness back into this room. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers if you would like. Maybe stretch a little bit if you need to. You can receive another deep breath in if you would like, if that feels right. When you're ready, open up your eyes and begin to look around the room. Orient yourself to the space once again. And I say namaste to you. Namaskar, Amitofo, Aho, Om, Ashe. And so it is. So it is. How y'all doing, family? It's great to see you all. And all this extra sound effects today. Mother Earth's showing off. So y'all think y'all have a kick drum? I'll show you a kick drum in just a minute. Thank you to the dancers. Oh my gosh, turn the light up. Now, look at somebody next to you or across from you and say, how you seeing? We're making sense of life. This is the series that we've been in. Today I want to share with you a few things around the subject of seeing beyond the lens of conditioning. And really the big idea here is that we do not see life exactly as it is. We see life through the lenses that we've developed. Much of what you'll hear today you have heard before in some way, but there's a few things I would like to share that are possibly a little different twist on this. We've been making sense of life. We started with how you smelling. Aren't you glad you used dial? Basically what we were saying was, no. We used the story in the Old Testament of the Christian Bible, the book of Daniel being a minor prophet, and it was about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Don't ask me to say those names real fast. It would take me back to my Pentecostal days. And how they went into the fiery furnace, and there was a presence that was in the fiery furnace with them, and that the fire did not harm them. It burned away what had bound them. And when they came out, the miraculous thing was not only were they alive, but the ties that bind them had been burned away. But the thing that was really cool was that they didn't have the smell of smoke on them. It was very interesting, significant line in that particular book and in that story. And then we said, how you tasting? In other words, what kind of appetite have you developed? And does it actually nourish you? Last week, how many of y'all remember we said, how you touching? We said, what has touched you, what has shaped you, and what has even healed you, or possibly continues to touch you in terms of a triggering from a wound? And then how does your presence end up touching the world as a result of where you are currently? So today, you know where we're headed. It's either toward hearing or it's toward seeing. And here we are, how you seeing? And I'm not just talking about how good your eyesight is. I'm not asking if y'all need readers yet. When I first moved here, I did not wear glasses. I'm not saying it's the sun here, but when I first moved here, I did not need glasses. And I'm not sure that I need glasses, Sue. Honestly, I got to tell you the truth. I don't think the menu at the restaurant has changed, except for I think they're making the text smaller. Every time I turn around, the text on the menu gets smaller. Anybody else know what I'm talking about? So I'm not asking about that. We're going just a little deeper than that. I'm talking about how are you seeing your life? How are you seeing yourself? How are you seeing other people? Now that's going to get tight. How are you seeing your past? How are you seeing your future? How are you seeing God? Even your spiritual journey, because two people can look at the exact same thing and see two completely different realities, and they can be totally convinced that their reality is actually what it is. Same event, same conversation, could be the same person you're talking about, but a different seeing. Anybody know what I'm talking about? This is why they'll gather witness statements at a car accident or another event. They'll gather witness statements from people, and they'll have some similar themes, but they'll have different stories, because those stories are being fed through the filter of not just what we see today, but what we see through yesterday and the days before. Because we don't just simply see with our eyes. Doctors have told us now the optic nerve is activated, but the brain starts interpreting what you actually see. We see with our history or herstory. There's some herstories in here. We see through memory. We see through our expectations. We see through our culture, our religion, our disappointments, our traumas, our privilege. Whoa. Come on now. There's some folks see through their privilege and don't even know they have privilege. I didn't for the longest. I didn't realize I had privilege. We see through our privilege. We see through fear. Some see through hope. And hope's a good thing. Somebody say hope's a good thing. But also there's some elements of hope that can blur your vision around what you're seeing and cause you to see beyond something that needs your attention, because you're just hoping it out of the way. Sometimes hoping it is hopping it, never dealing with it. So we see through whatever story we have been telling ourselves long enough that we stopped realizing it was a story. A lot of times life is not what's happening to us. It's the stories we're telling about what is happening to us. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Most of us don't know we're wearing glasses, metaphorically, until something affects that prescription. So you don't see what is there. Somebody say, I don't see what's there. There's an old saying that says, we don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. And I wouldn't say that's an absolute statement. I mean, I know that there is reality outside of our perception. I'm aware of that. But our experience of that reality is constantly being interpreted. Let me tell you, the brain is not a camera. It's not taking a picture. It doesn't simply record everything that's happening around you. It actually selects certain things from what you're seeing. It then organizes what it has selected, and then it starts to make predictions on what it has selected and organized, and then it fills in the gaps with a story. And it compares what is happening now through what has happened before, and that's called self-preservation. It's not a bad thing. Somebody say it's not a bad thing. You want that evolutionary process of the human response. You want that because it will keep you safe at times when you need to be safe. But remember, the survival from yesterday could become a distortion to your present moment and what you're becoming. It compares what is happening with what happened yesterday, and then it says, oh, I know what this is. This is why couples that have arguments over and over again are so full of patterns, because we can't seem to bring to the table anything new before we deal with the old. How many of you ever been in a relationship that you have the same arguments over and over and over again? It's as stale as bread from 3 months ago, but we still bring all the same stuff into the conversations. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That's what happens with the mind. And sometimes it does see clearly, but sometimes, hell no, it's not seeing anything clearly. Especially if you're frantic or panicked. Sometimes what you think you're seeing has as much to do with yesterday as it does with today. Here's one. I always use these examples because I've experienced them. Okay, so they mean a little something to me. So y'all need to understand, this is not judgment. This is John talking to you about where I've been before. Somebody doesn't return your text. And they must be busy. But another person says, I knew it, they're upset with me. Right? Another person says, well, they just don't respect me. Another has already planned the conversation. They have ended the relationship. They have divided furniture and they have divided time with the pets and have gone on Facebook with a coded quote. Same situation, 4 different worlds. Same earth, 4 different worlds. Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's completely different worlds. And every one of those people, they know for sure, for certain, without a doubt that their interpretation of reality is real. They would argue with you that it's real because it feels real. And that's why one of the most spiritually mature sentences we can learn. Somebody say spiritually mature. See, folks, that's what I'm asking us to do as First Unity Spiritual Camp. We got enough spiritually impressive people to last us forever. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I'm hoping that we can develop a spiritual community here that is maturing together, that is growing together. I was going to say slap your neighbor, but don't, because they might have you arrested. Pat your neighbor, because TD Jakes would. I said I was going to be TD Jakes today because it's hot in here. I was going to say, get ready, get ready, get ready. Slap your neighbor and say, neighbor, excuse me while I grow. That's what I mean. That's maturity. Being able to look at each other and say, excuse me while I grow. When I'm growing, something might fall onto you. I'm not doing it on purpose, but I'm here to grow. Here's a spiritually mature sentence we all need to learn. Somebody say, learn this. Here it is. I know there's a lot of build up to it. I know it better be good, right? This is very simple, and if we're not careful, we'll move past it. Here it is, y'all. Extremely mature. I could be wrong about what I think I'm seeing. No, I'm choosing my words carefully here. I could be wrong about what I think I'm seeing. Pat yourself on the chest and say, I could be wrong about what I think I'm seeing. Folks, that sentence right there could save relationships. It could save whole families. Hell, that could save a country. Can you imagine the United States of America? Can you imagine 5% of the United States of America going, yeah, you know what? I might be wrong about what I'm seeing. Oh, not on social media, buddy. They are ready. So let's talk about the lens. I want us to think about our lenses for just a moment. I'm holding mine in my hand. I'm trying to make my eyes see my notes. I'm exercising. Actually, I'm just getting a headache. So I want us to think about the lenses. A lens doesn't necessarily change what is there. It doesn't change what's there, but it changes how it appears to you. You put on sunglasses and the world gets darker. You take them off and the world gets, when we first moved to Florida. Of course, people have advice for everything, right? This is the beach you should go to. This is the restaurant you should visit. You should really consider this. They did not tell me that there was an army of lizards being raised up down here. Everywhere I went, there were 17 of them doing push-ups everywhere I went. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I don't know what they're going to fight against, but they are ready, brother, I'm telling you. Nobody told me there were little dinosaurs right out on your sidewalk every day when you walk out. But here's what they did tell me. They said, you better get some sunglasses. And I was like, okay, I got some sunglasses somewhere. No. Mm-mm. You bet. This is a necessity here. Okay, yeah, I'll find some sunglasses. No, you better go today. Let's go together and get sunglasses. They were that serious about it, Radiance. Your name is Radiance, so you should know about brightness. But they said, let's go and get sunglasses. And they need to be polarized. Not just sunglasses, but polarized. Okay, I will get some sunglasses. You guys, 2 days in, I had not gotten my sunglasses, and I figured out, you better have sunglasses. It's a necessity here. It's like you better have some lip balm if you live in Alaska. Anybody? Okay. So, but the lenses that you're wearing affect how you're seeing the world. The world doesn't change much, but your lenses do. And every one of us has lenses. Your family gave you lenses. Your religion gave you lenses. Your culture gave you lenses. pain gave you some brand name lenses. People who loved us gave us some lenses. And unfortunately, people who harmed us also gave us lenses. Count how many pairs of glasses I've already told you you're wearing on one face. Some of those lenses helped us survive. Some of them I'm grateful for. I'm thankful that I could see danger in dangerous places for a season of my life. So I ain't mad about it. But I don't want to see danger everywhere I go. Come on, anybody know what I'm talking about? I don't want to spend my life with fear driving the car. And yes, I know I've been talking a lot about survival, but we need to talk about survival. Now, I'm not interested in demonizing our lenses. That's not what I want to do today. I don't want to say that a particular way of seeing is a bad way of seeing, because it may have been needed for your protection for a season. But a lens that helped you survive back then can possibly distort your present moment and your future and keep you from getting a hold of what God has for you and what you're simply unfolding into. And that is where awareness becomes a necessity. Awareness becomes sacred, because instead of asking, why am I like this? Maybe we ask, what lenses am I looking at this with right now? Now let's talk about trauma, because trauma changes the way we see. Trauma changes the way we see. You know, Marianne Williamson has been talking about a collective trauma in this country for a long time now. She's been talking about healing the collective trauma. And now we're finally starting to realize that there's a way to be traumatized, not just as individuals, but as a collective. And I believe that's why we're here. I said, I believe that's why we're here. I believe we are here to be a movement of healing toward collective wholeness and well-being. Now, that sounds audacious, but I'm just goofy enough to be audacious. I believe it's possible. Trauma doesn't only live in your memories, though. It affects or infects your perception. If you've been betrayed enough, kindness, even kindness, starts to feel suspicious. If you've been abandoned often enough, then distance looks immediately like rejection. If you've been controlled, guidance, simple guidance can feel like domination. I've found this out. If you've been shamed, correction feels like condemnation. It feels like an indictment on your whole being. If you've been living in chaos long enough, peace feels extremely uncomfortable because you're used to chaos. Sometimes we think we're responding to what is happening, but our nervous system has so learned other things that it's responding to what has already happened. The past is standing behind the present, and it's whispering, I've seen this before. You better watch out. And sometimes it has seen it before. Sometimes it has, but sometimes it hasn't. Now, healing isn't pretending that the past didn't happen. Healing is developing enough awareness and conscious expansion inside of yourself that your past doesn't get to automatically interpret anything and everything that's happening right now. Because you can honor what happened to you without giving permanent control of your eyesight to the past. I refuse to give up permanent control to what has happened. Now, there's a saying that says we find what we expect or we find what we're looking for. In psychology, they give us a term for this, and it's called confirmation bias. Any counselors in the room? I know there are some. I can see there's a few counselors in the room know what I'm talking. This is confirmation bias. And in other words, once you believe something, your mind becomes very good at finding evidence to support what you believe. It will search it out. Sometimes it'll create it. How many have ever been in that situation before? You found yourself there and you're like, oh my God, There wasn't near as much junk right here, but I created a bunch of it. Don't feel bad about it. It's human. I'll give you a few examples. If you've decided that someone is selfish, it doesn't matter what they do. You're going to see what they do is selfish. You're going to see every selfish thing they do. And by the way, every human being is selfish sometimes. I know you righteous folks right here on the front row. Y'all, not you guys, but everybody gets a little selfish. Here's one. Sometimes people's service to others is self-serving. They don't feel like they belong, so they serve so they can feel like they fit in. They didn't mean to. It's survival. Come on. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but if you wore toeless shoes today, and we do in Florida, so. But if you've decided that someone is wonderful, they're just wonderful, you might begin to excuse things that you shouldn't. So it works the other way too. If you believe that the world is becoming a terrible place to live, you can find evidence all day long to support that belief. If you believe that everything is wonderful, it's all pink puffy clouds and unicorns, then you can ignore suffering that desperately needs our attention. Now, this is why spirituality, I want to say this, and I know I run a risk in some spaces with this. In fact, some people have left this church because I'm going to move on. This is why spirituality cannot simply be about thinking positively. Mature spirituality is not just everything is positive. Can it turn out for the highest good? Yes, but it is okay to call it out. If we don't call it out, we'll never get to call ourselves up. I don't want a spirituality that teaches me to look at injustice and call it beautiful. I don't want a spirituality that puts glitter on suffering and thinks that's all better. Sometimes seeing clearly means saying this was wrong and that hurt. This relationship is unhealthy. This system is unjust. This behavior is destructive. This isn't working anymore. It is okay to say this is not working anymore. It's unhealthy to stay in something that is unhealthy because you're just looking for the positive. Because clear sight, please hear this, clear sight is not seeing only what is beautiful. Clear sight is seeing what is true without losing contact with what's possible. I'm going to say that again. Clear sight is not, it's clear sight, friends, is seeing what is true, what is actual, but I'm not going to lose connection with what's possible. I see the wound and I believe there's healing, but you can't ignore the wound because if you do, you could never send healing energy to it anyway. That's spiritual vision. That's truth without despair. That's possibility without denial. Can I get a witness from the amen corner? I'm not going to deny it, but I also believe there's possibility here. Now, let me just bring a little Jesus in this. Somebody say Jesus. And y'all need to say it like the country woman from Albany, Georgia. Jesus. Y'all know my story about that. Good Lord. She was mad. Anybody split Jesus' name up into 3 syllables is ticked off, though, you know. Tell you a little story about the man who couldn't see clearly. It's a strange little healing story about Jesus, but I love it. It's found in the Gospel of Mark, one of the synoptic Gospels in the New Testament. Mark chapter 8. And it says that the people brought a man to Jesus who was blind. And it says that Jesus did what Jesus does. He touched the man. And then he said, "Do you see anything?" And the man looks up. And he says, "I see people, but they look like trees walking around." And I love that. I love that it's specific in this story. I love that because apparently the first touch didn't completely do it. Now, some people could say the man didn't have enough faith or Jesus didn't have enough touch that day. It could have been either one. But what if it's neither one? Because apparently the first touch didn't completely heal him. And that is not usually how we love to tell a healing story. Most of us want to say, boom, miracle, bam, problem solved, cue the music. We want those miracles to be just like that. But this man says, I can see something, but it's blurry. People kind of look like trees. The narrative goes on to say that Jesus then touched the man again. And then Mark says his eyes were opened completely and his sight was restored completely, and then he saw everything clearly. And there's something incredibly human in that story here. And here's where I want to go with it for just a moment. Maybe awakening works like that sometimes. Maybe your process works like that sometimes. Maybe healing works like that. Maybe consciousness expansion works like that. It's not I was blind and then suddenly I understood everything all at once. Maybe it's I see something and then, wait, I wasn't seeing clearly. And then maybe it's, oh. And then maybe it's, oh. And then 6 months later is, hell, I wasn't seeing that clear at all. Y'all with me? That's what I call growth. Somebody say that's growth, baby. Because clarity comes in stages. Here's what I think. I think we've done people a disservice by making awakening sound like one big spiritual event. You know, it's just one breakthrough. If you're in the church, it's one altar call. It's just another retreat. It's one mystical experience. It's one book. Please get Becoming the New Human. No, but we say it's one breakthrough. It's one altar call. It's one retreat. It's one mystical experience. It's one book. It's one therapy session. How about this one? It's one psychedelic experience where you meet a purple giraffe named Gerald who pops out and explains to you the whole universe and how it works. And I'm not saying those things don't change us. Those things do change us. Those experiences do change us. But much of awakening is less dramatic than that. In fact, sometimes it's messy. Sometimes what you experience in those moments opens up a Pandora's box. It opens you up to see what's there, but doesn't necessarily solve the whole issue all in one session. Anybody know what I'm talking about? See, we're going from place to place looking for conference and this person and that confirmation and this guru and that priest and this preacher and that prophet. And if that don't work, then I'll go over here to this one. They said that one was working, so we'll go over here and we'll pay $1,000 to get anointing. And they anoint different over there because they pour a whole bottle of oil over your head. You'll be sliding right on out to the car when you get done. And then if that didn't work, they drag you to the back and a bunch of people smack you and get you filled with something. See, we keep chasing stuff because we think it's a dramatic event. It's not. Sometimes it's traumatic to awakening. Sometimes awakening really rattles everything in you because then you can't see anything you're certain about anymore. It's disorienting. It takes a little bit. Those experiences do change us. They do. There's no doubt. Some people experience healing in warp speed. I've seen that too, and I think that's fantastic. But sometimes it's the clarity that comes with one honest seeing at a time. You know, like I see something different about my childhood now. Or you see something different about your relationships. Or your religion. Or your politics. Or your body. Or your sexuality. Or you see something different about your image of success, your image of God, your image of yourself. And what happens is you start to realize, I'm not seeing the way I did 10 years ago. Thank God. Folks, I'm not seeing the way I did 4 years ago. When we first arrived here, I was on cloud 9, I thought. And I have gone through so much personal transition over the last 12 to 15 months. My whole life once again got turned on its ear. And I'm experiencing what is talked about in Paul's epistles, glory to glory, strength to strength, faith to faith, here a little, there a little, ever transitioning and transforming. And now I'm starting to welcome the transformation, but y'all, I got to tell you something. It is not comfortable. I know, it's a little raw. Boy, you're selling this awakening thing to me, buddy. I'm telling you, it's like, it's like people that talk about serving God. You know, I've been serving the Lord for 35 years, and look what it's done for me. Don't you want to get some? Yeah, yeah. I got so many scars, the devil's been after me. Anyway. And see, folks, some people will say that's inconsistency. They'll look at your life and they'll see your life going, yeah, 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 yeah. And they thought it was supposed to be this. Once you accept Jesus, once you get anointed, you get the anointment for the appointment, and you'll be okay then. They get the right people to pray for you and pass it on down to you that your life will go smooth. No, if you're going through awakening, it's yeah, 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 yeah. It's some of that. But that's how life moves. That means I'm moving, I'm expanding, consciousness is growing. I can feel that in my bones in here. I won't apologize anymore for how messy it gets. I'm welcoming the transformation along with all of the junk and the dust that flies when we reconstruct. It's gonna get messy. Healing sometimes gets messy. Birth is messy, but it's new life. I didn't mean to preach, it just happened. This was a cute comment. It was on social media just the other day. So somebody commented and said, I love what this guy's saying, but I'm totally triggered by his evangelical delivery. I go, me too. I tried to do the Wayne Dyer thing, and Wayne was like, that ain't. Stop all that. Stop all that. I tried to do the talk Wayne Dyer thing, and Wayne was in my ear going, dude, that's not you, man. Stop doing that. So I told you, be yourself. Okay. I'm going to get through these notes, I promise. All right, so. Now, here's the thing. Maybe the first look wasn't completely wrong, but maybe it was simply incomplete. It wasn't done yet. Somebody say, I ain't done yet. The man said, I see people, but they look like trees walking. I'm seeing. I'm just not seeing clearly yet. What a beautiful place to be in. I'm glad he was honest. What a beautiful place. I'm not certain, but I'm not blind. I'm becoming more clear. I'm not certain, but I know I'm not blind. I'm getting more clarity. Bump somebody, say, I'm getting more clear. Now, in order to get through this, I'm going to have to turn it down just a little bit. But I want to look at this layer in sight, and it's your conditioning. One of the great spiritual tasks I think we have more than anything else probably is to become conscious of our conditioning. Because before you chose your beliefs, you inherited a way of seeing. This is what boys do. This is what girls do. This is what success looks like. This is what marriage looks like. These are the good people. These are the bad people. And never shall the twain. This is what God thinks. Thus says the Lord. This is what God hates. This is who belongs. And this is who doesn't. And when you're a child, you don't normally question it. You don't normally say, now, Dad, that's an interesting sociological perspective. But I think that I would like to investigate a competing epistemology.
before accepting that worldview. No, you don't do that. You absorb it. We all absorb that conditioning. But then if we're willing, life begins to hand us experiences that don't always fit the lens. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You meet someone that you were taught to fear and you discover they're beautiful. That happened to me multiple times. You question something that you were told never to question, and when you do, the sky does not fall. Lightning does not strike you. Oh my God. You leave an old identity, that's what I did, and you discover that there's still a self underneath that old identity. You stop defending certainty. And you discover wonder. You discover wonder. You stop defending what you were taught was certain. Now, that's frightening as hell, friends. It's frightening to question what you were taught was certain, but I'll tell you something else it is. It's liberating. It's frightening, but it is freedom. This is one reason I still remain so fascinated with Jesus so much and his teachings. And listen, by the way, just recently I put up a video, and those of you who saw it, people had different responses. No shock there. And the response that I had, because I just got honest one day and I turned on the camera and I said, you know what I figured out? I think I'm a sacred humanist agnostic. Apparently those words are not supposed to go together. Who leans into the teaching of Jesus and Taoism. And you can see people's responses. Wait, but I thought you were a preacher. They actually messaged me and said, have you resigned your ministry? And I said, no. And they said, they let you stay? You just said you're an agnostic, that you're a humanist. And sacred, that don't make any sense. I don't know how that goes with it. But how do you lean into the teachings of Jesus and Taoism and you're still a humanist agnostic? Stay with me. I love me some Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. I do. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Anybody remember that song? Because he first loved me. Now check this out. This is why I say that. Because people saw sinners. Jesus saw human beings. People saw a woman that was caught in adultery, and Jesus saw a person whose dignity remained intact in his sight. People saw Samaritans as outsiders, and then Jesus turns around and makes a Samaritan the hero of the story. I love me some Jesus. People saw children as interruptions, but Jesus said, bring them closer. I love this. Woo, this one gets me every time. People saw hierarchy, and Jesus washed feet. Jesus said, there's no big eyes and little U's up in here. Jesus washed feet. Again and again, Jesus challenged the lenses, and that's what I'm here to do too. Maybe salvation, partly, is learning how to see again. It's not adapting the correct religious eyesight, but it's having our vision healed enough that we begin seeing the sacred where our conditioning was told not to even look. Now, here we go. We're almost done. Somebody say, thank you. Yes, of all people. There's freedom in the words, I don't know. Somebody say, I don't know. Come on, say it like you mean it. I don't know. You see, the Taoism helps me with this. The Tao Te Ching, ain't that right, Katie? Go ahead, baby. She said, I don't know. The Tao Te Ching constantly invites us away from rigid categories. Because see, the moment that we name something or we categorize it or we define it or we decide we understand it completely, we start to risk confusing our description of it with what's real. And that's why I have become comfortable with saying, I don't know. My friend, one of my best friends in the world, D.E. Paulk, wrote a book years ago that says, the title of it is I Don't Know in big bold letters, and then the subtitle is The Way of Knowing. The only way to know is to be able to first say, I don't know. Because if you know, you stop looking. And if you stop looking, you never find the way. I don't know doesn't mean you're ignorant or dumb as a bowl of soup. Sometimes it just means I'm willing to keep looking. Somebody say, I'm willing to keep looking. You see, maybe I don't fully understand God. Maybe I don't fully understand you. I sure don't. I don't fully understand me. I sure don't. Maybe reality is bigger than the lens that I'm still currently wearing. I know I have lenses. I'm aware of my biases. There's humility in saying, I don't know, and there is freedom in saying, I don't know. Let's see, another layer of this is imagination and vision. There's another dimension of sight. We don't only see what is, human beings have the extraordinary ability to imagine what could be. This is what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was doing when he said, I have a dream. He maybe couldn't see every single step, but he'd see past what he was looking at and believed there was something greater to go after. But because he had that ability to be in that space of vision in his imagination, it gave him the ability not to fix it all, but to participate in creating a more equitable and equal way to live in the world. That's vision. Now, I want to be really careful here. Because spiritual communities sometimes turn visualization into some kind of a cosmic vending machine. This says if you think or imagine strongly enough, or you feel it strongly enough, or you believe it strongly enough, and then if while you're in that visualization, you push B7, the universe is going to drop your blessing right into the little tray and hand it out to you. That's not how this works. I don't believe that's how it works. People have visualized healing and still died. People have visualized prosperity and still struggled. Is this too real for everybody? People have visualized and believed deeply and still experienced tragedy. Vision, check this out, does not give us control over reality. Vision gives us a way to participate consciously in the creation of reality. Now, there's a portion of this that I think matters for us today. And that is that when we look back over our life, sometimes we have a hard time seeing what wants to emerge because we're too busy seeing the destruction of our past. Maybe something is trying to emerge in your life, and that's going to require a new way of seeing. Not magical thinking or pretending, not denial for sure, but vision and imagination. Maybe you've been looking at yourself through outdated lenses. Maybe you need a prescription update. Maybe you keep seeing who you were, what you did then, where you failed, what happened to you, what somebody called you. And life is asking, can you see who is emerging now? Maybe you've been staring so hard at the ruins of your past that all you see is the ruins instead of the green shoot of life that's peeking up through the ruins. One of the things I love, we were in Scotland, and there's a lot of stone walls and things in Scotland. And this happens here too, but I just remember we were walking by this stone wall, and it was just all stone. And then all of a sudden, the light shined just right, and there was this little green shoot growing right through the stone wall, all by its little lonesome. And it was almost like it was saying, I'm here. I made it. I can even push through the rocks. Some of us are not able to see that there's ruins that are real in our life, but so is the green shoot. So is the possibility. Clear sight can hold both at the same time. It can say, this hurts, and I know something's emerging. It can say, this relationship ended, but I'm still alive. It can say, the dream might not have happened the way I thought it should, and another possibility may exist. I don't know what comes next, but I'm still here. And that's sacred sight. Now, real quick, how you seeing yourself? Oh, see, I can't leave this one alone. I got to pick at us just a little bit here, because perhaps the most important question we can ask ourselves this coming week is, how am I seeing me? When you look at yourself, what lenses are you using? Are you still looking through the eyes of someone who didn't know how to love you? Are you still looking at yourself through an old church theology or an ex-spouse's opinion or your parents' disappointment? Maybe a mistake that you made 20 years ago and you're still seeing yourself wearing the mistake. Maybe a cultural definition that you did not ask for, but it was imposed on you. Whose eyes are you borrowing to look at yourself? This is one I could not get out of here without saying to you today. And this hits me, so maybe it doesn't hit you the same, but please hear this with your heart. Some of us are not struggling with low self-esteem. We're struggling with borrowed eyesight. We're not struggling with self-esteem. We're still borrowing glasses from someone else. Maybe it's time to give their glasses back. Metaphorically walk right on up to them and say, I don't need these anymore. To your ex, to the people that said you disappointed them, to walk up to them, I don't need your glasses no more, and they don't fit me. I took them off and I see more clearly when I don't have them on. I don't need to look through your lenses anymore. I found a new way to see myself. Now, then, once you see yourself clearly, how are you seeing other people? Because we got to turn that question outward a little bit. How are you seeing people who aren't like you? Now, I know we can say this in some places and you would think, yes, I wish so-and-so was here to hear this message today. They're not. You are. What a coinky-dink. Did I say coinky-dink? Where the heck did that word come from? Talk about old lenses, old library. All right. How are you seeing people who aren't like you? When you see someone of another religion, another race, another political perspective. I don't like that one. Take it out. Another gender identity, another generation, an economic class, or a worldview. Do you see a human being in front of you? Or do you see your conditioning arriving before they do? This doesn't mean that we're going to abandon discernment, because there's some ideas that are harmful. There's some behaviors that need to be confronted. I believe that there are some systems that need to change. But I also don't want my disagreement with someone's worldview to keep me from seeing their humanity and their divinity. I don't want to not be able to see their potential just because I don't agree with them. Once people become categories instead of human beings, we can justify almost anything. Perhaps one of the great spiritual disciplines that we can practice in today's time is to learn to see the person again. Because what you're looking for, you're going to repeatedly see, and when you do that, you will repeatedly, what that repeated looking will do is shape your life, and you'll not even notice it. If you spend every day looking for outrage, the world's going to happily supply it. If you are looking constantly for a reason to be afraid, you will find it on every turn. If you're looking for evidence that humanity is terrible, you're going to get plenty of that available to you. But friends, let me say this as we close. While those things could be true, something else is happening too. While you may think the world is terrible, somebody is feeding someone right now. Somewhere somebody is sitting beside a hospital bed and providing love and comfort. Somebody's getting sober. Somebody's telling the truth. Somebody is challenging their own mind and changing their mind. Somewhere somebody is choosing compassion over revenge. Somebody's making new art. Somebody's planting a garden. Someone is choosing compassion. Somebody is loving someone they were taught didn't deserve love. It does not erase the horror, but it does complete the picture that yes, while this outrage is going on, there's still some good happening in the world, and I choose to see both. Both. That's clear sight. All right. I did too much preaching today, and I couldn't get to my notes. There's some good notes in here, too. I'm just going to tell you. All right. Here it is. For real closing. I keep coming back to that man that Jesus touched. And he said, do you see anything? And he says, I see people. It's his first line, I see people. And maybe that's where our healing begins, friends. I see people. Not Republicans, not Democrats, not Christians, not atheists, not gay people, not straight people, not immigrants, not boomers, not Gen Z, not poor people, not rich people, not enemies, people. Now, maybe some of them are blurry, but I still see people. Maybe our conditioning still gets in the way. Maybe we still have some trees walking around in our vision. And that's okay. Let healing continue. Let awareness continue. Let your curiosity continue. Let the second touch come. Because awakening does not always happen in one dramatic moment. Sometimes clarity comes one honest seeing at a time. And maybe enlightenment isn't finally seeing everything perfectly anyway. Maybe it's becoming humble enough, curious enough, and awake enough to keep allowing our sight to be healed over and over and over again. So here's the practice for this week. Whenever you're given the opportunity to see destruction and mayhem and despair, look again. 2 words. Look again. Somebody say, look again. When you see somebody that really triggers you and gets under your last nerve, look again. When that disappointment from your parents comes back up in your mind, look again. When what you were declared to be by your ex comes back, look again. When you're feeling discouraged, look again. That's our practice for this week. Those 2 simple words, look again. So my question to you today is, how you seeing? And look again. Holy Presence, thank you for the opportunity to be in this space today, reminding us once again that there's not a single one of us that holds a monopoly on this thing called life. None of us have figured it out. We're all in this together, working through the process of being born again, and again, awakened. We're in the process of healing and being restored to our original design, which is divine. Please remind us of that every single day. I pray this prayer in the name and the nature of the indwelling presence, and so it is. Amen. I'm in. All right. I love you, family. As the ushers are getting prepared now to receive the offerings, I want to say to you, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being a sustaining partner with this ministry. The ways to give are going to go up on the screen right now. As they begin to, the ushers begin to come this way, they'll receive the offering in person, hear the physical offering. So thank you for giving and supporting this ministry. We're not just investing and paying to be here. We're investing in the future of this ministry. And I appreciate your willingness to be a sustaining partner. Those who are online, those ways to give are also going up on your screen. Thank you for participating in the law of circulation here. Give and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall you receive the blessings from above. Thank you so much for giving as the ushers receive the offering now.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up for our house. Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Let's give it up for our house band. How lucky are we? And let's just take a moment and become still once again. And let's give thanks. Let's just take on this feeling tone of all needs met. And we take a moment and give thanks for these gifts. Thanks for everybody here in the sanctuary, everybody in this community, all the people who give of their time, talent, and treasure. Yes, amen. All of our online community, so engaged and participating and supporting us. And we give thanks that we get to do this. We get to participate in this global movement of love, blessing billions every day. We get to be here. We get to feel this. We get to be fed this food, this spiritual food. And may we go forth this week and may we look again. May we see more clearly. And we see these gifts given, multiplied, unfolding, blessing each person that has given of their time, talent, and treasure in this community and online. We see it rippling forth, blessing every soul that it needs to touch. And we give thanks that we get to participate in this movement, and so it is. Amen.
All right, everybody, stand to your feet. Show
Let's say our mantra. Love is who I am. Gratitude is my attitude. Abundance is my nature. Well-being is my birthright. Have the best day ever, family, because you can.